I got to spend some time at the Dr. Joe Dispenza Advanced Meditation Retreat, and I want to tell you something that shouldn't be shocking, but it still hits me like a ton of bricks every single time. You see our external reality out here? Well, according to quantum physics, there are infinite parallel realities, something I've been talking a lot about on this page, so give a follow if that's something that you're into to learn how to use quantum physics to manifest. But there are infinite parallel realities, meaning that if there's an area or areas in your life that you're struggling, there's probably at least, 100, 200, 300, 1,000, a million even, realities where you and that thing or things that you're struggling with don't actually exist. Where that area of your life or areas of your life is met with nothing but ease, flow, and it just happens naturally. And what we can see in our external reality is literally 0.000000001% of the actual quantum potential that is out there. Now you may be wondering, well, Persis, how do I actually align to the realities where my struggle in XYZ area or areas doesn't exist? And I want to tell you that the reason that you're even aligned to any struggle at all is because of your identity with your circumstances. You identify with the limitations. You identify that you can't hit $50,000 months in your business, and that's why you don't. It's because you say, yes, that is true. You give those circumstances power. You say, you know what? I identify with the fact that love is hard, that I only attract emotionally unavailable people who do not meet my needs, despite knowing that I'm amazing and knowing that I'm incredible. Why aren't the men getting that? Why aren't they waking up and acting differently? And it's because you identify with those circumstances. You see men as not in their power, as not capable. You see women as not in their power, as not capable. You see them as someone who disappoints you. And so you align to the reality where disappointment is the outcome. So you first have to separate yourselves from identifying with the fact that these circumstances are the reason you don't have what you want. Because think about it, the way that I like to disassociate from something I'm identifying with is asking myself, is this actually true for all 8 billion people here on planet Earth? If the answer is no, that means that it is something that is optional. I can opt into that limitation and buy into it and make it my identity, which makes me a powerless victim to it. And that's basically me giving my power to it and saying that this has control over me and I don't have control. Or can I identify the trigger and say, you know what, there's a lot of people on this earth that's not how life works out for them. And if you reverse engineer why life doesn't work out for them in that same manner, it's because they have no identity with those limitations. They don't see them as something that can actually block them from the love, block them from the money, block them from their dream business, their success, whatever it is. They don't relate to that. Your limitations are just projections of your inner world of how you decided to cope when life let you down. Because when you put yourself out there and you got rejected, you coped by saying, you know what, I'm just not good enough. You know what, love just isn't possible for me. You know what, men are stupid. You know what, people never buy from me. You coped by buying into the circumstance that you logically see as the reason for why you didn't get what you wanted, rather than buying into the fact that it was the energetic vibration that caused the disappointment. If you ask someone to actually evaluate their vibration, they're so quick to instead make the external reality the problem. But the external reality stems from a source, and that source is you. Save this video and remember it every time you're worried about the possibilities. Baby, there is literally 99.99999% other possibilities out there for you. Just because you can't see it with your physical eyes, that does not mean that it's not there. It just means that you have not aligned yourself to that reality, and you do so by your identity.